Hindu Analysis Editorial by Rathod IAS.
Thank you, Rathod IAS.
Really took help of the Hindu analysis to enrich my content.
Hindu analysis articles.
Rathod IAS.
Hindu Analysis
Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 23rd June 2024. So let's get started with our discussion. So today is Sunday, so there is no editorial page, no text and context, no op-ed page. So only the articles which are relevant from our examination point of view, we are going to see those topics only. And I want to make one important announcement, guys. So today at 4 o'clock, we are going to have free mains orientation session. It is about art of mains answer writing. So on this art of mains answer writing, we are going to have free orientation session. So in this session, I am going to take topics of mains answer, how you have to write a beautiful answer and how can you score better, okay, and what are the components that you have to include in your answer writing, and especially we are focusing on the keywords along with examples, and as well as I am going to take some discussions on essay writing and as well as case study writing. So don't miss this chance of getting insights into how to improve your answer writing skills, or like how you have to get this art of mains answer writing. So don't miss. And here this session will be conducted both on online and offline. So if you are staying in Hyderabad or if you are in Ashok Nagar, you can come directly to Institute, which is located at pillar number 36, exactly opposite Vijaya Medicals, okay, in Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad. Or else if you're from other states or if you can't come to this offline, you can watch this session on online also. So for online, you have to download our Rathods IAS app, and the link of that app is given in description. So please download that app so that you will be getting notification that whenever we are starting this mains answer writing free orientation class at 4 p.m, you will be getting notification. Okay, don't miss this. So this will be one of the very demanded video from the students, and if you are going to clear this year prelims, and this will be like a bread, okay, so you can watch this and you can participate in this session, and it will be mostly interactive session. Okay, clear? So let's see this front page of international edition. So today I took international edition. Okay, so in this front page of this Hindu, so there are 3 articles which are relevant. So first one is India's MPs not to assist Protm Speaker. So here how we are analyzing this newspaper articles. So if you are new to our Hindu analysis, so here first of all we are going to take one article of Hindu, and after seeing that article we are going to see title, and after picking of title we are going to identify the keyword which is important from our examination point of view. After that we are going to see from which general studies subject it is important, and we have to see if there is any interconnectedness with other subjects of GS or not. And after seeing that, we are going to see dimensions. So this multi-dimension approach is very important to clear your prelims and as well as mains. After seeing dimensions, we are going to see summary of that article, what is that article is talking about, and I am going to give you some key insights, so which are given in that so and so topic. And after that, we are going to connect with our static syllabus, okay, or basics, and I am going to give you some mind maps which are relevant to that basics, so you can use those mind maps directly in your answers. And after that I am going to give you prelims practice questions and as well as mains questions. So in that way here we are going to have an integrated approach of reading this current affairs, and this is the way you have to read current affairs to clear this examination, okay. So if you are just reading the title and writing whatever which is given in that article, that is not exactly to prepare for this competitive examination. So this is the way you have to interconnect with our syllabus. Okay, so here we are interconnecting with our syllabus, and here we are going to see different dimensions, and we are also going to see what is that article is saying about, and we are having mind maps which talks about our basics, and even we are going to have practice questions of prelims and as well as mains. So this is the approach that you have to follow to clear this examination. Okay, in this first article, what is the keyword? Keyword is Protm Speaker. Okay, so now let us see this topic. So it is talking about Protm Speaker. So where this topic is important? In polity, especially you will be studying about legislature, right? Executive and judiciary. So even you will be studying about some important people who are involved in this legislature, right? So here you will be studying about parliament. So in parliament, who is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha and who is the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha? So here we have speaker in Lok Sabha, and here in Rajya Sabha we have chairman. So here this word is also talking about speaker, but there is prefix, it is Protm. So actually you know that Lok Sabha will be dissolving and Rajya Sabha is not dissolving. Okay, so whenever Lok Sabha is dissolving, what happen? So speaker will be, the post will be become vacant, so there will be no speaker. And after election, so we will be having the new government. Okay, and after what happens, so people who are elected as members of Lok Sabha, they will be coming and they will be sitting, right? So now they have to elect one person as speaker. So in these time, so whenever the gatherings happen by these new members of Lok Sabha, till the speaker who is elected, so there will be one member who will be presiding this house. So that person is called as Protm Speaker. Normally he will be the senior member. Okay, clear? So here this article is important from GS paper 2 under polity. And we can't connect with any other things here. So what are the dimensions you have to see? You have to see who is this Protm Speaker, first one. And next one is appointment process of this Protm Speaker. And next you have to see what are the roles and responsibilities of this Protm Speaker. So this will be very important. And here you can expect prelims and as well as mains based question from this topic. Okay, now let us see this article in detail. So here, who is this Protm Speaker? So Protm Speaker is often referred as pro tempore speaker. That means he is a temporary speaker or presiding officer of Lok Sabha. Okay, so here the role is mainly typically appointed or elected to serve in the absence of regular speaker. So especially whenever there is no regular speaker, especially in this process of after dissolution of Lok Sabha till new speaker is elected, so this person is functioning as presiding officer of Lok Sabha. And if you see the appointment process, so this Protm Speaker, usually he will be one of the senior most member of that house. So you have to remember who is that person, who is senior most member of the house. And this one is often appointment is done by head of the state or the senior most member of legislative assembly, depending upon the country's specific legislative rules. So what are the roles and functions? So he will be doing duties of speaker, right? So what are the here responsibilities of this Protm Speaker? So he will be addressing oath of office of new members of Lok Sabha, because now there is no permanent speaker, right? So till permanent speaker is elected, so this person will be administering oath of the office, oath of this new members who are elected to this Lok Sabha. And next one is he will be presiding over the election of new speaker, and his responsibility is to maintain decor and order of the house, and he will be ensuring legislative business conducted according to the established rules. Okay, so these are the things that you have to know. And now let us see the prelims practice questions. So first one is, who appoints Protm Speaker in Lok Sabha? Okay. So option A is President, option B is Prime Minister, option C is Speaker of previous Lok Sabha, and option D is CJI. So please let me know correct answer for this question. And this one is, Protm Speaker is typically appointed from. Option A is newest member of Legislative Assembly. Next one is senior most members of Legislative Assembly, members chosen by lottery, and the opposition party. So who? Okay. And I want to give you one mains question, guys. Question is, discuss role and significance of Protm Speaker in legislative process of India. Provide examples to illustrate these points. So there are three sub questions are asked here. First one is, you have to write about introduction regarding who is this Protm Speaker, and next in body you have to write about role, and the second question you have to write about responsibilities or the significance, and next one is you have to give examples wherever you are addressing this question in your body. Okay, so this is your first topic. And second, you can see one interesting image. Okay, I will change the color of pen. So you can see this ship. Okay, it is very big. So you can see humans. So and even one more character here is, it is like this shape. You can see. Okay, so what is this ship? Where we can use this kind of ship? So it is a ship used for deep sea vessel. Okay, deep sea fishing. Okay, it is also called as deep sea fishing vessel. Okay, let me give you dimensions. So it is talking about deep sea fishing. Okay, deep sea fishing. That means in the sea they will be going for fishing from bottom. For example, this is continental shelf, continental slope, and this will be deep sea, right? So this is deep sea. Okay, so this is the sea level. Okay, this is sea. And now, okay, it is like this. Okay, let us say this is boat. So it will be having a net like this. And in this net, what happened? So whenever ship is moving in that direction, so it will be catching the fish from even the bottom level. Okay, so it is one of this example of unsustainable. So it is an example of unsustainable fishing practices. Why? Because whatever the fish is there here, okay, whatever the fishes are there, so they will be catched from the bottom also. Very small fishes, they will be also catched. So everything will be catched means we can't see the future fishes. So if there is no future fishes, the biodiversity which is present in this water or aquatic biodiversity will be get affected, right? So this deep sea fishing or trawlers, they will lead to this unsustainable fishing. So it is one cause of concern. And this deep sea fishing is important from your GS paper 3 under environment and ecology. So what are the dimensions you have to see? First, you have to understand what is this deep sea fishing and why people are going with this deep sea fishing. What are the positives and what are the negatives? Okay, so all these dimensions are very important, and you can get only means based question from this topic, but not prelims based question. Okay. Yes, now let us see this topic in detail. So this deep sea fishing vessels are nothing but these are the specialized boats. So they are designed to fish in deep waters. Okay, in deep waters of oceans, and typically, especially the continental shelf, beyond this continental shelf. So after this continental shelf, we have continental slope, and next we have deep sea, right? So in that deep sea also they can go for fishing. So this is the capability of such a vessels because of its shape and everything. You can see the shape how it is. Okay, so these vessels, they are equipped with advanced technology. Okay, and they will be helpful for deep sea fishing, and they include like rough sea conditions and large fish species and extended periods away from shore. So because of this advanced technology, so whatever the challenges are there in this deep sea fishing, so they can be addressed by these new technology of this deep sea fish vessels. Okay, if you see in these deep sea fishing vessels, we have different types. So first one is we have trawlers. So in these trawlers also we have two types. First one is demersal trawlers and next one is pelagic trawlers. So demersal means they target fish near the sea floor. Okay, so continental shelf, continental slope, deep sea. Okay, so from this bottom itself they are targeting the fishes. So it is called as demersal trawlers. And next one is pelagic trawlers. So they target fishes only in the middle water column. So they can't go to this deep or sea, okay, seabed or sea floor. And next one is we have long liners. So long liners, they can stretch for miles to thousands of baited hooks. Okay, so they will be having thousands of baited hooks so that they can catch thousands of fish once. And next one is purse seiners. So purse seiners nothing but they use large nets to encircle and to capture the schools of fish. And next one is we have factory ships. So these factory ships, they are mainly having some facilities for processing and as well as packaging of fish on board. For example, many of you know about this tuna fish, right? Okay, so in this tuna fish, you can't get that fish alive. Okay, so within catching of that fish, within seconds it will be dying. Okay, so because of that, so whenever we are catching that tuna fish, so within minutes we have to go for processing. So for that we need this type of factory ships. So they have the facilities for processing and as well as packaging of this fish on board. And next we have drift netters. So they have nets that can cover vast areas so that they can have a good fish catch. So these are the different types of deep sea fishing vessels. Okay, and if you see here, what are the challenges of this deep sea fishing? So first one is they are going to have environment impact, I said, right? So here they will be having negative impact on marine ecosystem, and even there is no proper regulations that we are following, and there is no sustainability as well. And next one is economic factors. So here, whenever we are going for this deep sea fishing, they will be having high operational cost because of fuel, because of maintenance, because of wages that should be given to the crew, the people who are working, okay, etc. And next one is regulations. So international and national regulations, they govern deep sea fishing to ensure sustainable practices and to protect marine life. And fourth one is technological advances. So continuous advancements in this fishing techniques or technologies, so that are also improving their efficiency in ongoing investments and as well as adaptation. So getting the technology is also one of the challenges you're facing. Okay, so all these are the challenges in this deep sea fishing. Yeah, now I want to give you some practice questions for you. So first one is the primary purpose of trawler in deep sea fishing. So what is the purpose of trawler? Okay, so tell me. So there are four options which are given. So I said about this purpose of trawlers directly. So this question is very direct question. And next question is, which of the following technologies is commonly used on deep sea fishing vessels to locate fish? So tell me, first one is sonar, next one is GPS, third one is radar, all the above. So tell me which technologies they are using. And next I want to give you one prelims practice question. Okay, I gave you two questions of prelims and now I want to give you one mains question. Is discuss the role of deep sea fishing vessel in global seafood industry. That is the first question you have to see. The status of deep sea fishing. What is the role of this deep sea fishing in global seafood industry? And you have to see how these vessels they contribute to our economy, and you have to see what will be the potential environmental impacts. I said about this. So try to write an answer, and this answer word limit is 250 words. Okay, now let us move on to our Hindu page. Yes, here you can see New Delhi, Dhaka to hold talks on comprehensive ties. So you can see in this image we have our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and beside him we have Sheikh Hasina. Sheikh Hasina is Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Okay, so this article is talking about India-Bangladesh relations, right? It's talking about India-Bangladesh relations. So where can we fit this article? International relations in GS paper 2. Yes, in GS paper 2 in international relations we have this topic, and especially in India and its neighborhood. So what are the dimensions that you have to see? You have to see different areas of cooperation between India and Bangladesh, and you have to see what are the challenges between India and Bangladesh, and apart from that you have to see what are the highlights of this present meet. So what are the highlights of this present meet? So all these are very important, and this topic is important from your mains. You can't expect any prelims based question. And one thing I want to focus here is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA. Okay, so here in this present meet, India and Bangladesh, they want to come up with this CEPA, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. You have to know what is this Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, and you have to see why we need to have this, and with which countries we have this CEPA assigned by India, and you have to see what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. So all these are the important things other than those relations that you have to focus. So all these are the important dimensions that you have to see from this article. Clear? Now let us see this topic in detail. Summary of this article says that yes, India and Bangladesh, they are having the talks. Especially they want to come up with this Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, in short CEPA. And in this CEPA, they want to focus on different fields. So first field here is improving of connectivity between India and Bangladesh. And this one is we want energy collaboration and trade in Indian currency. So all these things, they are the important things that they are focusing. And if you see some of the key insights regarding this article, it says that, so this agreement between India and Bangladesh on this comprehensive economic partnership, it will deepens our economic ties. Okay. So in which areas? So we can improve trade, and we can improve connectivity, and we can focus on energy collaboration. So the initiation of 6th cross-border rail link, and we are also focusing on transit routes through Bangladesh. So there will be the very important, because whenever we are having proper transportation, proper connectivity, obviously we can improve our economic activities, economic cooperation that they are focusing on. And even two countries are also going to sign memorandum of understanding, that is nothing but agreements on this maritime cooperation, and we are also going to have agreements on disaster management, and in these areas we are going to have a collaboration soon. And next one is we are also focusing on e-medical visas also, such that we can provide healthcare services for the people who are in Bangladesh in India. Okay, and even we want to conduct a trade in Indian currency also, so that we can further strengthen ties between India and Bangladesh. Okay, so those are the things which are mainly said. And now let us focus on what is this CEPA. Okay, it is nothing but Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. So this is an agreement, it is in a form of trade agreement. Okay, but this trade agreement, it is beyond free trade agreement. So we have free trade agreement and we have CEPA. So what is the difference that you have to know? In free trade agreement, we will be having deals only regarding goods. Okay, but in CEPA, we can include goods and as well as services. services can also be included under the SEPA. So because of this, SEPA goes beyond the scope of FTA. So FTA will be primarily focusing on or reducing the elimination of tariffs on goods. But the SEPA, which also includes more economic activities, even it also includes services, investment, IP arts, technological cooperation, and even any other form of economic collaborations. So these all are included in this SEPA, but not in FTA. Okay, and if you see here this key mind map of this SEPA, so actually what are the key features of this SEPA? So they will be focusing on trade on goods. So in this trade on goods, there will be reduction or there will be no tax on goods, that is tariffs on goods, and whatever the custom process are there, so that custom process will be simplified between India and Bangladesh with this. And this one is we are also going for trade in services can be also included. So there will be liberalization of this services. For example, those includes banking services, insurance services, education services, professional services, etc. And next one is this also includes even investment. So there will be a concept called as protection of investments, or like protection of investments made by entities. And even there will be encouraging of bilateral investment flows between the countries. And fourth one is even IPR will be also included. So in yesterday's class, we discussed about IPR, for example, patent between Bharat Biotech and as well as ICMR. So because of this development of this Covaxin, now here the patent which is claimed by Bharat Biotech but not ICMR. So that is also a very important issue that we discussed in yesterday's class. Yes, so in this SEPA, it also includes this IPR. So they will focus on how to strengthen this IPR protection mechanisms. And next we have technical and economic cooperation. Okay, so in this technical and economic cooperation, so between the countries, we can improve some areas like research, development, technology, and as well as innovation. And even we can go for capacity building and training programs for the people. And next one is whatever the disputes are there, so there will be proper mechanism for resolving these disputes. So all these are the key important features of this SEPA. Okay. And next, what are the benefits? So first one is automatically whenever we are including all these economic activities like goods, services, innovations, etc. So that will be automatically increases our economic growth because of increasing of trade and as well as investment flows, and even there will be access to new markets. And next one is there will be increasing of employment growth. So whenever we are increasing the trade, whenever we are increasing the exports, automatically there will be generation of employment in export oriented facilities, right? And even there will be good opportunities in service sector like IT and as well as healthcare, education, etc. And even regarding this technology also, we can expect technology transfer, and we can have proper collaboration, research and development and innovation. And next one is consumer, they are going to get benefits because they are getting access to wide variety of goods and as well as services. Okay, so all these things are benefits and as well as key features of SEPA. And now let us have some practice questions. So here the question is, the comprehensive economic partnership agreement is primarily aimed at. So what is the answer? A is reducing tariffs and trade barriers, and option B is establishing military alliances, option C is promoting cultural exchange, and option D is regulating immigration policies. So which is the correct answer for this question? So please let me know your answer in comment box. Don't forget. And next question is, which organization often facilitates and promotes negotiations of SEPA? So first one is UN, second one is WTO, third one is IMF, and last one is World Health Organization. So which organization is relating with trade? Please let me know. Yes, now let us see the mains question. Discuss the role of SEPA in enhancing trade and services between countries. How do such agreements facilitate the movement of professionals and service providers? So try to give or write an answer for this question. The word limit is 150 words. Okay. Yes, now let us see the next important topic from our today's newspaper. So in this state space, there is nothing much important. Yes, here there is one article. So here you can see one interesting image. You can see some lake. On this lake we have boats. So snake boats competing in Moolam boat race on Pampa River at Champakulam in Kuttanad on Saturday. So here there are two important things gave. First one is snake boat and next one is Pampa River. So you have to know some dimensions regarding this article. Okay. So first one is river Pampa. So whenever you are seeing any river in news, so you have to see to which river system it belongs to, whether it is Himalayan or whether it is peninsular. So this comes under peninsular river system. And in this peninsular river system, again we will be dividing it into east flowing river and west flowing river. You have to see whether this river is east flowing or west flowing. And next one is you have to see tributaries of that river, and even you have to see which are the right bank tributaries and which are the left bank tributaries. Okay, and apart from that, here you have to see is there any national park, is there any biodiversity reserve, or is there any wildlife sanctuary which is located along that river or not. Okay, and even you have to see if there is any important pilgrimage site which is present on the banks of that river or not, or else if there is any dam which is constructed on that river. So all these geographical aspects that you have to see. Okay, and Nehru boat race is very important because it is mainly conducted in this Vembanad lake, but now it is conducted in this Pamba river. So here you have to know what is a snake boat and what is a snake boat race, because it is important from your art and culture point of view. Clear? And this river you will be studying from your GS paper 1 under geography. Okay, here there is one more article which is important. BSF to recalibrate deployment along Pakistan's border in Jammu in the wake of terror strikes. So here we are focusing on this BSF, that is Border Security Force, which is one of the CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force. Okay. So now let us see this topic in detail. So why it is in news, what is summary? So BSF to adjust deployment along Pakistan border in Jammu due to recent terror strikes. So what happened recently? There are many terror strikes or increasing of infiltration in this Jammu and Kashmir region. And because of this, now BSF it needs to deploy more along this Indo-Pakistan border. So what are the key insights which are given here? So they are going for deployment. So BSF coming up with adjusting strategy. Okay, adjusting strategy here. So in this strategy, they want to combat rising of terror threats in this Jammu and Kashmir region. And actually the recent attacks which highlights the vulnerability along the Pakistan border in Jammu. And even they are also focusing on how they have to quickly react to this kind of situations, and how surveillance can enhance the security measures, and how they have to how they have to especially decrease this number of terror activities in this Chenab Valley and as well as Pirpanjal region, etc. So all these things they have to taken care of from now onwards. So if you see about this BSF, that is Border Security Force, it is one of the primary paramilitary force of India, and this BSF which is responsible for maintaining of peace across the border of Pakistan and as well as Bangladesh. So when they were established in year 1965, and this BSF which plays a very important role in maintaining national security and even to combat various internal and border threats. So now let us see about what are the functions and responsibilities of this BSF. So what it will do, so all of you might be knowing that yes, this border security force, they will provide border security and they will be guarding our international borders between India and Pakistan and India and Bangladesh. And even they will be preventing illegal migration and as well as smuggling of goods, drug trafficking, arms trafficking, etc. And next important function of this BSF is They will also involve in this counter-insurgency and as well as anti-terror activities. Okay. And next one is whenever there is any disasters for management also, for especially in some natural disasters and emergencies for rescue and relief operations. So we will be deploying this BSF. And next one is for internal security. Okay, for example, if there is any internal disturbances, communal rights, and to maintain law and order, we can also deploy them. And fifth one is for community development. So to engage with the community and especially to implement this community development programs in border areas and to build trust and as well as cooperation among local people. So we can also use this people. Now let me give you some prelims and mains based question. BSF is primarily responsible for guarding India's borders with which of the following countries? Very simple, so please let me know. And I want to give you one mains question. Discuss the role of border security force, first question, in maintaining India's border and security, and how does BSF contribute to national security beyond guarding the borders? Beyond guarding the borders, how it will be helpful? So all these things are very important. Yes, now let us see next article. It is about stringent regulations could hinder growth of AI in India, says experts. So whenever we are coming up with increasing of rules, regulations, laws on AI, that will not helpful for the growth of AI industry. So this is the thing which mainly said by the experts. So if you see somewhere it says that, so whenever there are strict regulations on generative AI in India, so that will decrease the growth. Okay, so that is the thing which mainly said. So here we need the balance of innovation as well as responsibility. So that is the summary of this article. So what are the key insights? Yes, whenever we are coming up with this strict regulations, that will hinder means decrease the growth of AI in India. So that is the thing which mainly said. And whenever there is lack of specific laws which are addressing this generative AI, okay, deepfakes, etc., that will create challenges to regulating of AI technologies. So for this, especially we need some laws and regulations. And next one is, so MEET is, that is nothing but Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, aims to balance innovation. On one side, we need even responsibility, okay, in using this AI products and addressing concerns over deepfakes. And even if there are any concerns over deepfake technologies, so what happening here is there is misuse of this AI is using, right? For example, they will be creating some false narrative, etc. So who is responsible for that? Again, one more question. And next one is recently Minister of Electronics and Information Technology updated advisory dropping the requirement for explicit permission. So if you want to use this generative AI, yes, you need to take explicit permission for that. Okay, so because of this article is saying that yes, we need innovation on one side, we need proper regulation also. So all these two which should both go on in the same way. So this is the thing which mainly said. And now let us see what is this AI. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. So it refers to stimulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. Okay, so here machines are programmed and now the machines, they will be thinking and programming like humans. And AI encompasses a broad range of technologies and techniques. For example, we have machine learning, we have natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, etc. And now let me give you some prelims and mains practice questions. So first one is deep learning. A technique of AI is primarily used for what? So deep learning is used for what? First option is natural language understanding, and second one is face recognition, and third one is autonomous driving, and fourth one is all. So which is the correct answer for this question? And now I want to give you one mains question. Question is discuss the applications of artificial intelligence across various sectors like healthcare, finance, transportation, and how is AI transforming these industries. So all these are very important topics which appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. Okay, so now let us hunt if there are any articles important from our examination point of view. I discussed about this AI article just now. So let us move on to other page. Yes, in this FAQ page, I discussed about this topic of natural disasters, heat waves. Okay, it is regarding northern India. And next one is, what can the railways do to stop accidents? So already I said about this, what is this covered system? So what are the reason for this recent attack, recent failure, and how we can decrease this human errors, etc. I discussed in our earlier lecture, so we are not going to take this. It is not a new topic. And if you go to this science page, so most of the articles, they are not much relevant to our examination point of view. So only you have to see this topic of rotavirus. Rotavirus vaccine torture data analysis raise false safety alarm. Okay, normally here rotavirus is nothing but it is one of the vaccine that we can see. So this rotavirus is one important cause of diarrhea in children. So normally children, kids, infants, especially they will be getting this diarrhea because of this rotavirus. So because of this, to stop that, yes, children or nothing but the kids, they will be getting this rota vaccine. Okay, that's it, nothing more that you have to see here. Okay, so these are the very important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. And once again, I'm reminding you guys, at 4 o'clock today, we have mains orientation session, which is free. You can attend both online and offline. So if you have any inquiries regarding that orientation session, you can call me on this number 8074765513. Okay, even this is WhatsApp number. You can text me on WhatsApp regarding any doubts regarding this mains answer writing orientation free session. Okay, so that's all guys. So by this I'm concluding. If you really like this class, hit the like button and please do share this class to your friends and do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy. Don't forget. And for further updates and if you want to get notes, everything, so you can download our Rathods IAS app in which is there in Play Store, and the link of that app is given in description box, so you can easily download that. And do join this Telegram channel to get updates. Thank you so much guys. Okay, that's all, and I will be meeting you in our today's 4 p.m. live orientation session or in directly classroom. Thank you so much.